we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Know your job. Pilot, 64, weak. Check.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Say. Point it right. Hey, alert!
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Bravo! Hey, alert!
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Come on, baby. Let's go. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To the air, Allen. Pass caught. It's the rookie from Ole Miss, Dawson Knox. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
56.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Open man here is Foster. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Brown 80! You gonna see me in your nightmare, son!
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Alert!
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he can put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They find some open field here. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 16-yard line. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On second down now, Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Run. Check 99. Check 99. Check 4. Check 4. Check. Lucky. 80 weapon. Check 24.
Mayfield now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
319. 53 is the money. Alert, alert, alert.
On second down, Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Rush in. Check. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Slam. Pistol. Kill. Turn it up. Point it right. Done.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Hey, Team 6.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Go!
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's fourth down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Alert!
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He'll buy some time right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
We got this.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Allen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Allen. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
180! Check 41. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Alert, 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 alert!
Now Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
Tight dog. Hey, alert 33.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Regular. Watch out.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. 53.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
They run it again with Chubb. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
53, check 53. Here we go, D, get off the field.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Allen now looks to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are able to cut into that lead. Now Allen again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. It's still down 10.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Real. Check out.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. 2-score game. Here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. 23 yards, the final tally. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory, Al, at the 45-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
Allen now going to throw again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mayfield finding Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. That's out to Chubb, complete. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for David Njoku. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie!
41's coming. 41's the mic. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
My touch!
Now Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next.